Well, staying on the road, Donald Trump taking to what else? Twitter to thank Ford for falling in line. Here's the tweet. Thank you, Ford, for scrapping a new plant in Mexico and creating 700 new jobs in the U.S. This is just the beginning, much more to follow. GM also found itself in hot water for bringing Chevy Cruze hatchbacks into the U.S. from a Mexican plant. But just how much cheaper is it to build cars south of the border? Well, Jeff Block has been crunching the numbers. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Lori, great to see you as always. Yeah, you know what? It may be tough because it is cheaper to make cars south of the border. Take a look at the numbers. First of all, labor, which everybody would guess. What does the average Mexican auto worker make? Well, about $5.64 an hour, according to a study by the folks at the Center for Automotive Research. That compares to about $27 for the average U.S. automaker. And that's not all of it. Take a look at tariffs. You know, Donald Trump talks a lot about tariffs. Everybody freaks out if they're a free trader. But look at the tariff. If you're, for example, Ford, and you make a car in the U.S., you ship that to Brazil. You have a 35% tariff to ship that into Brazil from the U.S. If you make that same car, if you're Ford, and you make it in Mexico, you ship that into Brazil, you have no tariff. Why wouldn't you make the car in Mexico? And, you know, that feeds into the forecasts for automotive production going down the road. More coches, fewer cars. Coches, by the way, is what they call cars in Mexico. Anyway, U.S. Production down over the course of the next 6 years. Production in Mexico up 60%. That's the forecast. And just look at one car. You know, we talked about that plant getting canceled. They were going to make the Ford Fusion there. What was Ford going to save if they made the car there? Well, they were going to save $600 on labor on the average car. Parts, they were going to save $1,500 because there are so many auto parts makers that are located in Mexico. Shipping would have cost them a little bit more, but still the overall savings, Lori, on a single Ford Fusion would have been over $1,000. Hard not to make that call if you're in a business to make money.